So one of the biggest threat right now when it comes to participating in an ICO sale is not that whether you will get your money back, whether your money will double, whether the token will get listed on the exchange. But bigger threat than that is your identity safe? As per the new rules for the ICOs have started doing KYC, where you need to submit your passport, your social security number, your bank account number, maybe sometimes your email address, your city, where do you stay, your mobile number, and all that information. And this makes it even more riskier to participate in an ICO sale than what it was earlier. Back in 2017, until 2017, it was very simple. All that you needed is an address from ICO. You simply go ahead, send out your Ethereum, and boom, you get your tokens. Done. Now that's not really the case. You have to go through the whitelist. You have to submit a KYC form. You will get a notification from them whether you can participate or not participate. They will check who you are, everything. And then there's another risk that comes up is your identity safe? And there are numerous examples where it has happened. For the hackers today, it's very easy not only steal funds. Of course, the only thing that was at danger was funds. So hackers could easily go ahead and probably steal the funds. Today, they can steal the funds, but they can also steal your identity. And imagine what all they can do with your identity. Welcome back to Crypto Conversation, guys. I'm your host Shiv, and this is a channel we talk about cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin, blockchain. If you're new to this channel, make sure you subscribe. And also, this is not a financial advice or investment advice, just my personal opinion. Participating in ICO is risky, so do so based on your own research. Now, as you can see, that there have been a lot of incidents recently in the past. In 2018 itself, one of the example is B token sale. B token sale is decentralizing Airbnb. One of the best ICOs, legit ICOs that I have come across recently. I have to say this, that the team from Facebook, team members from Google, team members from Uber, they are trying to build this wonderful technology, wonderful platform for Airbnb, decentralized. And what happened is as per the norms, you need to be whitelisted for this KYC. And you have to give out your social security number, passport number, bank account number, whatnot. And what happens is the hackers stole into the data. So now hackers have access to your private information, which, by the way, is supposed to be anonymous. That's the whole idea of digital currency. This is the idea of cryptography, right? This is the whole idea of decentralization. If you try to make the decentralized economy, if you try to apply the centralized rules economy to the decentralization, it might not just work. There are certain rules which are good for centralization. Let's not mix that with the decentralization. And that is exactly what happened with the B token sale. And there was another ICO that they have given an example of, which is called Sentinel ICO. Maybe some of you would know. It was a Sentinel ICO. Right, so it says I'm very disappointed in Sentinel. You let critical information of your supporters are nothing but the contributors in the ICOs, be compromised. Why did you not put the safety of the supporters first and then shut down the website? I hope you do realize the potential harm that this can bring to the people, guys. And this is a very good point. I mean, imagine when your when your data is with your private information or with hackers, they can cause any kind of harm. And that is why participating in ICOs has become riskier than ever. Now, regulations might go ahead and say that, listen, I'm trying to make things simpler for the investors. I'm trying to safeguard the investors. Well, you're not really safeguarding investors by putting up these rules. I mean, it is as good as opening up a bank account today, right? You have to give out all the information. Your data has to be stored in a central server and whatnot. If you're applying the same rules on the KYC for the ICOs, it becomes difficult. So there are some good things and there are some bad things. The good things is that not anyone will just come up and raise an ICO, because they have to follow certain rules. They have to disclose where the money has come from, which is good. In the meantime, I also want to talk about the Russia's is drafting a bill for the ICOs. I want to talk a little bit about that. So there's some good points and bad points. So the good point is that the funding in the ICOs can be legitimized a little bit, but the bad point is that you are creating more risk for the investors. And one of the worst thing is that the best thing about blockchain space right now is that if you are a techie, if you're a developer, there is an amazing idea. If you have come up with an amazing idea, it is, it becomes very easy for you to raise funds from people and build it on top of it, right? But when you have the rules and regulations applied to it, like for example, in this case from Russia's draft bill, according to this bill, they want the issuer, the ICO issuers, to have at least 1 million of rubles of capital, 100 millions of rubles in capital before you can raise an ICO. Now, this is good in a way to legitimize, but it's also bad because a lot of ideas which exist in people's mind, and they will not be able to raise funds just because they will not be able to build this idea just because they do not have enough capital. So sometimes I do feel that this economy of the decentralized economy, the blockchain economy, the cryptocurrency economy is best left unregulated at times. Well, what we can do to prevent people from fraudsters and scammers in education, I think education is the best policy, because when you become you have the capability of in yourself to differentiate, to understand the technology, I think that's the biggest power. Instead of trying to put regulations in the name of that I'm trying to safeguard investors, well, you can't really do that. I mean, there have been regulations over the last 100 or 200 years when there was no cryptocurrencies, but still there were Ponzi schemes and there were still scammers, fraudsters, and all the way. So regulations stops fraudsters and scammers. I kind of don't agree with it completely. I think education is something that will stop scammers and fraudsters, because if people are educated enough, they would not be putting their money into something which is phishing, right? So this is the bill Russia is trying to draft, according to which the issuer has to have 100 millions of rubles capital. As you can see, the name is Russia's drafting a bill to accredit ICO issuers. Public comments wanted. They made a website wherein they want input from people as well. So the organization must comply with number of criteria in terms of having a capital, and also once they apply for raising an ICO, it will be confirmed only after 30 days of receiving the application as to when the authorities will check why are you raising the funds for, what is your purpose, what's your background, how much capital do you have. Not only that, one of the law that they've also put in is that you can only issue tokens against Russian rubles. Now, this is like creating a monopoly, right? Now, why is that? Today, you can raise funds, you can issue token against Ethereum or Bitcoin or Litecoin. Some ICOs have like 4 to 5 tokens, and if you say that, well, you can only issue rubles, your token only against rubles, again, you're trying to limit the possibilities into cryptocurrency and blockchain space. So, I want to hear from you guys. What do you think now? Do you think the regulations into cryptocurrencies are going to do good for the cryptocurrency and blockchain space, or are they trying to stop, or are they trying to create limitations and possibilities around blockchain space, around the inventions that is possible on the blockchain space? What's your opinion? Are the regulations going to be good or bad? Let me know in the comment box below. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Give this video a like, share, and subscribe if you're new to this channel, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care. See you. Bye bye.